Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today I am outside again and I'm actually sitting right next to a playground and you can hear some of the local kids running around and playing around. It might be a little bit loud, but I thought this would be nice too, kind of hearing the kids, speaking in Japanese and running around. It's something very unique. I hope my voice is bigger than theirs. They are really running on very close to me. I'm actually trying to head over to my shakuhachi lesson. But anyways, today I'd like to answer one of the questions that I often get from the comments and DMs, and it's actually about Halloween. And it's because Halloween is coming really, really close, and a lot of people ask me, is it appropriate to wear kimono for Halloween? Now, I'm not too sure if the video will be out by the time you're listening to this, but I was actually able to do a very short collaboration video with Biri Matsunaga-san. She is, I believe she is originally from Germany. Yep, I hope she is from Germany. And she lives in Kumamoto Prefecture though right now, and she has a Japanese husband and been living in Japan for a very long time. And she is a professional Japanese kimono dresser. I would say, yeah, that's kimono dresser is probably the right English word. She's a professional and she actually makes her own kimono too. She dyes kimono, she sews kimono items and makes them and such. So it's really amazing, her skills and her experiences and such. But she actually gave me an offer to appear in one of her videos where a lot of other people, influencers and YouTubers and such, will be showing up and be asked the same question basically. Do you think it's appropriate to wear a kimono for Halloween? And I also wanted to make a podcast myself here and explain about my opinions a little bit, because I guess I was a little bit nervous talking with Felice-san, and I also wanted to, what should I say? Because my conclusion, to be really honest with you, is very, very simple, and I did want to give her some kind of content for her audience to enjoy, so I tried to really forcefully try to look for something to say. But to make a long story short, guys, my opinion about wearing kimono for Halloween is go ahead and do whatever you want to. Because, again, kimono is a type of clothing. Kimono is a type of clothing. That's it. No one has the right to say what to do with what you wear, right? I mean, I understand that because it's a traditional kind of clothing, there might be there are people, this is a fact, so I need to tell you guys, there are people who could be concerned, who will be concerned about it. But asking me, I'm like, you don't have to ask us about that, about what you're going to be wearing and such. If you want to learn more about how the traditional ways, or I don't even like to say that there are traditional ways of wearing a kimono, because the traditional ways of wearing the kimono have actually been changing through time as well. I mean, the ways that we wear it today, even during the Edo period, the nearest era when Japanese people were all wearing kimono, were different too. Because the very typical otaiko musubi, the otaiko tie that looks like a box, on the back of a square on the back of the tie, for the obi in kimono, that wasn't actually the typical type of obi during the Edo period. It finally became the typical type of tie today, finally. So you're thinking of that, the ways that are considered correct today of how to wear the kimono, which combinations of which rank of kimono that you should put on and so on and so forth, is actually very recently made. It's not even completely traditional at all, to be honest. So again, including that, no one has the right answer to how to wear a kimono or when to wear it, how to combine it and such. It's all constantly been changing. Like combining Western clothing and kimono together. This is also a new trend that's been becoming more and more popular. I think that's beautiful too. Very, very beautiful. And in the end, it's important that the person wearing the fashion, whatever fashion it is enjoying it and is able to express him or herself through the fashion, right? So if you're interested in kimono and if you want to wear a kimono for any opportunity, like for Halloween, or it could be anything, right? It could be daily clothes and anything. I just want to say that if you're interested, please be confident about wearing it. Because if you don't enjoy what you're wearing, you're lacking, missing out on a lot of fun that you're supposed to be able to do with fashion, right? So that's my opinion. Yeah, and if you take a look at Billy Matsunaga-san's video there, I show up. I really hope you do. I do say a few things. Yeah, I won't be saying it here, so you can take a look at the video. But yeah, in the end, this is my conclusion. Yeah, you're free to wear it anytime, anywhere you'd like to. But what I said in between the video of Billy Matsunaga-san, this I could share with you here as well. One thing I can absolutely say is that there are ways of, what should I say, recommended ways, Billy Matsunaga-san said, and I love that expression actually. I accidentally said rules in her video, but that wasn't my true intention. What she said is exactly what I wanted to say too. There are recommendations of how to wear a kimono. That's exactly the reason why they're licensed to become a kimono dresser, right? So there are certain ways to try to make the kimono look more beautiful, right? I mean, that's exactly the same as there are recommended ways of tying a necktie, or there are recommended ways of how to wear a suit, a Western suit, and so on and so forth, right? So in the end, there are recommended ways. So if you're interested, you could study about it, but that's, again, up to you. Yeah. And one thing I could say also is that's the first thing I said in Billy Matsunaga-san's video that I thought was really important. If you're interested, there are recommended ways. So learning about that and then changing it into your own style is, I personally think, is better because you'll just be able to look better, you know, in the kimono because there are ways of trying to make it look better. And also the second thing is that there are, from my point of view at least, some people might not agree with me on this, but from my point of view, there are formal ranks in kimono too that should be done certain ways. Like, let's say, for example, if you are going to be wearing a kimono for a funeral, there are certain types of kimono that you should wear to a funeral called mofuku. Like, for example, arranging a mofuku into something different might not be something appropriate. For example, if it's that ceremonial, like if it's a wedding, if it's a funeral, if it's a ceremony, I personally feel there should be certain rules to wearing the kimono and such, because in that case, it has a completely different meaning to it in fashion, right? It becomes almost like a uniform, right? In that case, I really think that there should be certain should I say, rules that should be followed. Yeah. But that, again, is nothing related to Halloween. Yeah, nothing related to Halloween. So if it's just daily life Halloween, you're free to do whatever you want to. So again, I'm sorry for repeating myself over and over, but please enjoy your kimono life. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese willing to come to Japan to study, travel, work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. And to do this, right now, the nearest goal is to try to raise money to buy my very first bamboo shakuhachi so I can do more collaboration videos with Kaminaga Daisuke-san from Wakaki Band. And also, I hope you could take a look at my merchandise page, which is selling the items that is limited to the end of 2022. So I hope you can check out these websites for me. Thank you so much, guys, and please let me know if wearing kimono for Halloween is one of the ideas that you have in mind. Thank you so much for listening.